Yeah, we use it as motivation. Every day we go on the every day we go in the building. Um, yeah.
Yeah. What does that do? I mean, what does that mean? Motivation. What does it mean? An extra lift? I mean, what does it bring about?
It makes you go harder.
I know you probably kind of alluded to this already, but would you like to see a team like Notre Dame join the Big Ten? Just considering everything that's been done leading up to this game with the sellout crowd and just all the anticipation around the game.
I mean, I think part of the reason why it's selling out is just because we never really get to play them like that. But I mean, if they decide to do that, like I said, I got nothing to say about none of that. If I'm a college student, I'm playing whoever was on that schedule.
What's it been like having Notre Dame like at the front of your schedule this year? Like, you think it'll kind of, I don't know, like get you guys motivated during camp? What's it like to have a top 10 matchup like right out of the gate?
Yeah, it's a deciding factor, huge. It sets the tone right off the bat. Win or lose it, it's gonna matter, and it's gonna probably matter towards the end of the season as well. So we know how much we got to prepare. We know how important this is to us and our fans as well. So we're gonna be ready come September.
How much have you guys talked about that game this offseason in film, that sort of thing?
A lot. I mean, it's kind of hard with coaches being in and out of the building and stuff like that, breaks here and there. But camp allows you to really, really hone in on that as a unit, as a team, as a defense. And I'm sure we'll do that.
Did anything jump out about them?
They're a great team. They're a good team.
As you guys have worked on this defense, having an offense on the other side that's as good as that group, how much does that push you guys even more as you're installing new things and learning things, knowing what you're going against?
Having you saying Notre Dame's offense is like our
Your
offense?
offense, just in terms of getting this defense installed, you're going against a
Oh,
really
oh,
good
oh, oh, it's
defense.
tough. For sure. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's tough because those guys, they're used to their system. They got their plays, and we out there for the first time just now getting the calls. Like we don't even know the signals yet. But we knew that was gonna happen, and it happened. First 2 days, whatever. But we got used to it, and we got comfortable. And once we got comfortable, we started to see like this defense is going somewhere, and it's changing in the right direction.
CJ said you picked him off in practice one day. He didn't see you. He thought you were going to rotate. Do you remember this play?
Yeah, I do specifically remember that play. Yeah.
I mean, picking off a quarterback who's a Heisman Trophy finalist last year, does that show that you're making progress? That you can disguise something for a guy that has now, got that kind of claim on your team?
I mean, at Ohio State, you practice against the best quarterbacks. I've been practicing against the best quarterbacks since I've been there, with Justin being the first one. So making plays in practice shows that you can make plays come Saturday just because it's the best of the best. So yeah, I would say that.
It's kind of a weird question. It might sound personal.
Okay.
Do you guys know how bad your defensive line is? How do you guys handle that as a unit? How do you deal with it in the room? How do you talk about this has to stop?
I mean, we know what happens. We know what mistakes we made, and we correct those mistakes now. And come September, we'll be prepared.
So, because obviously you guys have to feel it personally, right? To understand like how to change it, how to adjust it.
Yeah.
Is there is there a moment that you guys have had where it kind of clicked like, hey, we know what last year's issue was. We know what 2020's issue was. Where you can say now we know what to do.
I mean, yeah, we've had that moment as far as when we came back after the season or when the season started and we had our team meetings. We discuss all that stuff there. We don't dwell on the past at all about it, but like I said, if it's in our head in our minds, we're using it to fuel us to keep us going and stuff like that.
How comfortable do you guys feel with the playbook that Jim Knowles put in spring? You said he put in like all of it.
Pretty comfortable. Definitely room for improvement to get more comfortable in it, but I would say pretty comfortable. Yeah.
He said you guys were able to pick it up pretty quickly, and he didn't necessarily go in like planning on like downloading the whole thing, but the way guys responded and picked it up allowed them to put everything. I guess why do you think you guys were able to pick it up at a pretty good pace?
The guys in the room are pretty smart, and Coach Knowles does a good job of teaching it with Coach Eliano to Coach Matty G. I call him Matt Guarari. But the way they guys help us with the install and stuff like that, they're all on the same page.
What do you feel is going to be your role, Ronnie?
Pardon me?
What's going to be your role on this defense?
Adjuster,
You like that? Sounds like an insurance guy.
if that's what you want to call it.
You know, the guy that comes out and sees how Patrick Carl's did it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Isn't that mayhem?
Yeah. Well, no, that's a different.
Oh, I'm tripping.
That's a commercial.
Uh,
But you
I
personally,
thought you were talking about a commercial.
you feel like you have a lot of responsibility in this.
Sure.
How does it show
I mean, I don't. I guess you can see it as responsibility, but it's just going out there and being the best teammate I can of my brothers, just like they would do the same. I'm gonna do that for them. So it's not. I don't really see it as a burden or something I got to carry or something like that. It's just going out there and just being a teammate for my guys.
Sorry if you've already asked this, but thoughts on USC and UCLA and the idea just that now the Big Ten is literally the East Coast and the West Coast. Does it excite you as a player? Do you care?
I think it's change. I think change is good. Um, I'm excited for the future, and yeah. Uh,
With the goal of being a top five defense, what needs to change between last year and going into this year to achieve that goal?
can you repeat that, please?
With your goal of wanting to be a top five defense, what needs to change between last year and into this year to achieve that goal?
Well, outside of our defensive scheme, which has changed completely, um, just a little stuff on defense. I touched on it earlier. A lot of the guys last year were kind of young, put in new situations, including myself, in situations they necessarily might not have been in before. So with the experience that we have and the communication we have, the trust we have in some of the guys, because we've looked to the right and the left, and we've seen them last year in the trenches with each other. So we know what it's like to be out there. Can only help us.
Right. And when we talk about being on the offense, how do you balance playing with that mental edge of knowing you're going to be flying around and being quick?
I think it comes down to preparation. It comes down to how well you know your opponent, how much film did you put in, or how much time did you watch and study what they do. The more you know, the slower the game comes, and the faster you play.
And just lastly, as an Ohio State fan growing up, the 100th year of Ohio Stadium, what does that mean to you being one of the guys that's represented Ohio State for the 100th season?
It's huge. I think more so for the people who grew up in Columbus, more say, or in Ohio. I didn't attend any games when I was younger or anything like that, but it's a huge honor to be a part of it.
What do you see from Josh getting back? And
Josh Proctor.
yeah,
Um, Nothing much hasn't changed. Josh is going to be Josh. He's that freak of nature. He's the lengthy safety who can run sideline to sideline, jump up in the air, and go come down and smack somebody if need be. So it's exciting to see him back healthy.
you talked about the fact that you guys were young. He's a guy who had certain quarterback stats that I imagine would have been vital last year to be able to be out there.
Can you repeat that, please?
Just his experience. You talked about how you guys were a young defense last year. He's a guy who played a good amount. How much would that potentially have made a difference if he had not gotten hurt?
Who knows? I mean, we all missed Josh Proctor out there. I mean, I was right there next to him on the field when that play happened last year, and it crushed me. So who knows what could have happened last year?
The key to covering Jackson Smith and Jigba is
Um, I hope it's a bad ball.
is he special?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
he's
what
special.
sets him apart from your perspective of perhaps going against him occasionally?
It's just his creativity mid route, like his 10-yard outs or his average routes just don't look like average routes, or they don't feel like average routes when you're guarding them either. So just his ability to make that regular 2-yard slant something where the defensive back is outside the play and he's running down the sideline and stuff like that.
How cool was it to watch that second half, especially in the Rose Bowl? You guys defensively got your act together, and he and CJ were out there putting on a show. Just what was it like to experience that?
It was like watching. It was like someone had the controls on CJ and Jackson, and they just went crazy. Those guys played the lights out. I mean, phenomenal. It was. I'm just glad I was on their team.